My name is Martin Adler. I am Professor Emeritus of Pharmacology and Director Emeritus of the Center for Substance Abuse Research at Temple University School of Medicine. I am also Executive Officer of CPDD, a position I've been privileged to hold for almost 27 years. The annual scientific meeting actually began more than 75 years ago, but in the early days of CPDD, a meeting was not held every year. When CPDD began, it was not a college. It was a committee that became a committee of the National Academy of Sciences for 40 years. In 1976, it became an independent scientific organization. In the early years, annual meetings were mostly chemistry and pharmacology and pharmacological treatment of addiction. That slowly changed to the current focus on the human pharmacology, treatment, and epidemiology. Reports on drug testing in animals at the University of Michigan and Virginia Commonwealth University under the auspices of CPDD allowed for testing new chemical entities that set the knowledge base and set the standards for subsequent studies of these drugs in humans. The drugs of primary interest were opioids. Drug classes of major interest now include all of the drugs that can be abused and cause addiction. It reflects the changes brought by CPDD becoming a credentialed membership society in 1992, the key reason for changing the name committee to the name college. The size of the annual meeting increased from 2 days to 5 days in attendance from 225 in 1986 to the current number of 11 to 1,400 in the past 4 or 5 years. Long before CPDD became an independent organization in 1976, its members were active not only in science, but in national and international regulatory agencies such as FDA, DEA, NIH, Congress, and the World Health Organization. That involvement continues to this day, and our annual meeting has attendees from as many as 50 countries. That our meeting attracts the best can be seen by looking at the names of the winners of our honorific awards, including the Nathan B. Eddy, Marion Fishman, Joseph Cochin, and Mentorship Awards. The annual meeting also focuses on young investigators coming to our annual meeting with the help of the CPDD Young Investigator Travel Awards, the NIDA Women and Gender Awards, the Prim Singleton Awards, and NIDA Director Awards. Many CPDD Young Investigator Travel awardees have gone on to chair CPDD committees, become members of the board of directors, and they've even become presidents of CPDD. The meeting is held in venues conducive to networking, holding informal discussions, and bringing families. Scientific collaborations and lifelong friendships have developed at our meetings. CPDDers are the epitome of great scientists, great colleagues, and great friends. Great leaders such as Nathan Eddy, even Keith Killam, William Martin, Avram Goldstein, Bob Schuster, Steve Holtzman, Joe Cochin, and Marion Fishman are no longer with us. But many still are, as are the current future leaders so vital to CPDD and the field of addiction research. The annual meeting is a bottoms-up meeting that depends on the symposia, posters, oral presentations that are submitted by scientists in our field. CPDD is one of the most vibrant scientific organizations that I know, with outstanding and dedicated leaders. We have attendees from academia, industry, and government. I am proud to be a part of CPDD and to have helped in our continuing efforts to make CPDD and its annual meeting the best in our field of science. To those of you attending the meeting for the first time, welcome to the family.